Hey Lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. Welcome to my old and new subbies. I'm so glad to have you all here with me today. We are going to go ahead and jump into our first project of today, starting with this cutting board that I had in my stash. Now, this came from Michael's, y'all. It was back. I looked at the date on it. It was 2022. Okay, they had this one and a circular one. I remember getting them on clearance. I don't know if they still carry them, but if you don't have a cutting board like this, you can recreate this using any kind of cutting board that you have in your stash, even the ones at Dollar Tree. They may not be as large, but you can still do this. Okay, so you see I'm going in because it has a little section at the bottom that you could use for resin, and I have resin, I've just never used it. But anyway, you can see that I'm painting this in green and white paint. Now, I have a specific green paint and I couldn't remember which paint it was. And it was not this. This was way more green than what I wanted. So I tried to lighten it up by doing some distressing with some of that white paint. Now, it still wasn't giving me the vibes I want, but this actually came out really cute, y'all. So then I had these little cutouts in my stash. I got these from either 24 Hours Crafts or woodpeckerscrafts.com. But you can always look in my description box for any pieces like this that I use. I have that in my description box where I'm an affiliate with them. And you can use like the discount codes and things like that to get a percentage off your purchase or shipping or whatever the case may be. And they're very affordable pieces, okay? And so I've had these in my stash for a while. and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And then somebody had asked me to do a baker's theme terracotta teacup. And so I was like, oh, maybe I should just kind of like tie all that into like some kitchen decor. So I remember I had these pieces, and as you can see here, I'm just kind of freestyling it to make this little chef hat come to life for you guys. And I'm no artist, but I just eyeballed it, and I liked it. I liked the way it came out. It was pretty cool. I like it. So what I decided to do next is to trace around like the outer parts of it. And when you do that, it kind of gives like this cartoon, like this cartoonish look. I know cartoonish is not a word, but it kind of gives that whimsical cartoon vibe, and I like that. And this is what I think made that green not be so aggressive in my eyes towards the end. Also, I had that little stand mixer. I had KitchenAid in my mind when I did this, and I was like, is the black gonna be too bold? And it actually, again, once I put it actually up against the piece, it really popped, and I was like, okay, we're feeling this. Now, I wanted to use some stickers here because in case you don't have a Cricut machine, because I'm going to be using a Cricut machine, but I also like to show you guys that you can use stickers. Now, I got these stickers from, I'm not sure, y'all. I think, oh boy, I think Hobby Lobby or Michael's. But you can find them at Dollar Tree, Dollar General as well, Walmart even. You can even order them on Amazon at the end of the day. But if you don't have, because they're vinyl stickers, and so if you don't have a vinyl cutting machine, stickers are a good alternative. If you don't have stickers, rub-on transfers, good alternative, guys. So, keep an eye out for certain things like that. So what I'm going to put on here is, I think I put cake, ... because your girl loves cake, okay? I will bake a cake in a minute. I love cake. I do. Don't judge me. So next on my Cricut Joy, I cut out life is what you bake it. Okay, some bakes are good and some bakes are a fail. Okay, and I have had my share of fails. I have. I recently, like about a month ago, and all I'm doing is treating this like a rub-on transfer, just so you guys know. Once you cut it off machine, you put your transfer sheet on top, or tape on top. You rub, pull up that cutout, and then you just transfer it over to your surface, and you pull back the transfer tape. But I recently, like about a month ago, I saw this recipe to do a cinnamon bun cake. And I am not a fan of the icing that you make with powdered sugar. Like, it is so sweet to me, and I feel like it just kills your dessert sometimes. And I made the cake. It came out beautiful, and against my better judgment, as I often do, I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make the icing, to put on there. And I'll just kind of like add some lemon juice to it. I even sprinkle a little salt in there just to kind of tone it down. And it ruined the whole cake, guys. And I'm like, oh, I had to toss it. I felt so bad, but it was just no way I could eat it. It was so super sweet, but the cake itself was delicious. So tell me about your baking fails. If you're a baker, what have you baked that just like was like, ugh, I have to get rid of this, I cannot do it, or like it was just not how you pictured it coming out? Tell me in the comments. I want to know about that. So right here, I'm just randomly putting the pieces on, and like I said, that green I can't talk. The green background really made the pieces pop. Tracy, she redid my little window I thrifted that I just did, and then the window shutters, she recreated those, and I think she did a beautiful job. They look way better than mine. She did a great job. Thank you for sharing those with me, Tracy. All right, so next we're going to jump into this next project using this placemat. Now, I stumbled onto these placemats in my stash, okay? And I knew, I was like, I feel like I had picked up some lemon stuff somewhere. But now, I don't know where I got these from. It said market something, not marketplace, but they were 99 cents, and I'm sure I got them on sale, knowing me. But anyway, I found them and I was like, what can I do with these? And so I decided I wanted to make a hanging sign with these. And for my Cricut Joy again, I cut out the words that says May's Kitchen, open daily, not. I do not cook every day. I will cook breakfast every day, or brunch because I eat late in the day. But I will cook brunch every day, but like dinner and lunch, like no, like I'm not doing that. I cannot, no. So that's it for this piece. Now again, I was worried that the lettering wouldn't stand out, but it actually did. I was really surprised as I was doing it. I was like, I think it's getting lost in the lemons here, but it actually worked, and I really like the way this came together. Like, it's really cute. Really cute. It has a little hint of farmhouse to it. But I'm taking my crocodile here, which is really not necessary to do. So if you don't have one, don't worry about it. You could just mark this, which is what I could have done too. And initially I was thinking I was going to put a string through this to hang it, but no, my brain was, it was off. So next I'm taking this wood dowel. This is a Dollar Tree wood dowel. They come 2 in a pack. And I pulled that from my stash. And then I have this braided jute twine here, and I'm just going to create a hanger for this piece. And so once I cut them down to size, I don't know what size I cut it down because I never measure anything. I'm going to say it was about 6 inches, y'all. 5 to 6 inches, give or take. Okay, I'm going to give it, and if y'all take it, that's great. If you don't take it, do you, boo. All right. So what I'm doing is just going around the little hole that I just punched that I didn't need to punch. And I'm just going to put the jute twine right over that. And then we're going to glue the back. Now, of course, now y'all know, because I did not measure this right. I didn't lay it out right. I measured it right as far as cutting the 2 pieces down, but I didn't lay it out right. So, of course, it was Cricut. But I fixed that off camera because, I just was going full throttle here. And I was like, well, I'm just going to glue it down because I'm confident in myself that I got it right. And, of course, I didn't. But, and you guys know these things because I share them with you. And I feel like y'all need to know them. And y'all probably don't want to know them. But on this channel, we love to share. Sharing is caring. And so I love to share with y'all. All right. So you can't tell like it was really off, but it was off. It was off. Like I often say, it was off like me, but I keep going. I'm okay. I turned out all right. I think sometimes. Some days I'm all right. But anyway, so here I'm just gluing it in place. Again, that confidence. Y'all had the confidence. But that was me coming back after I fixed it. So it was a little off. So what I decided to do is take some of these 1-inch wood rounds, which I was going to do anyway, but I put them on. Now, this was becoming very neutral and blending in with the lemons, and you really couldn't see it. So what I decided to do was play to the color of the lettering, and I decided to paint the little wood medallions in black, as you can see I'm doing here. And so once I did that, like I really probably should have left this right here, just like that. But my brain said, nope, add 4 to the corners. And that's what I did. Didn't come out bad, but I think it looked better with just the 2 at the top. You guys can let me know. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool way to use a placemat. All right. So then I didn't like that the wood dowel was still neutral. It wasn't really standing out to me. So what did I do? I decided to go in with some black paint as well on there. And I really like that. I like the final result of this. And yeah, you guys can let me know what you think. I think it came out pretty cool. I think so. Yeah. I wasn't even sure if I should have left the jute twine, but I'm like, I like it. It's giving summery farmhouse vibes. I like it. I like it. Now, what I am going to do next is you don't have to do this if you're going to be hanging this up against the wall. It will totally stay flush with the wall. But what I decided to do was take I don't know what I'm doing right here. I don't know. But what I decided to do was take I don't know what I was doing right there, y'all. A paint stir stick, a 1 gallon paint stir stick, and add that to the bottom here. And I'm just going to put some Aleene's tacky glue on here. Now, you can definitely add some hot glue, but I had unplugged my hot glue, and I was like, I don't feel like waiting for it to heat back up. So I just went in with the Aleene's tacky glue, which it only takes it a few minutes to set up. I am going to put a little clamp on it to hold it in place, and then you guys will see it in the final reveal. Okay, so now we're going to jump into our final project of today, which is terracotta teacup number 99, y'all. One more to go. 99. All right, so again, as I mentioned in the earlier part of the video, someone had asked me to do a baking terracotta teacup. And again, I had these cut out, so I had a smaller version of that stand mixer and the whisk in my stash. So again, I'm like, okay, I have it, I might as well use it. So let's see if we can make a baker's terracotta teacup. For those joining us for the first time, I'm going to go ahead and give you my spiel. All right, it's going to be the 99th spiel of terracotta teacups that I give. On this channel, we have been doing a series where we take a terracotta pot, we add a handle to it, and we're calling them terracotta teacups. We also add a theme to them. All right. And so, as I mentioned, we are on number 99. We're on the road to 100. We're only one more to go. And I still don't have an idea of what I'm going to do. So, and I also ran out of terracotta teacup. Well, I had two and they broke. And so this is the last one that I had that was fully intact. So I do have to go pick up another one or a couple more. And so I'll probably try to do that over the weekend or something like that. But, so I'm not sure when we're going to get number 100. I'm going to try to get it by the next video. But if not, then it'll be the video after that. But number 100 is coming. I just don't even know what number 100 is going to be. All right. So anyway, in this one, as you can see, I'm going in with more stickers. I decided to paint these in pink and white because I wanted a pink, white, and black theme. I love that. Does not match my kitchen decor, but I wanted a pink, white, and black theme for this one. All right, and on this one, I'm going to put on this little cutting board that I had in my stash here. I don't think these are the ones that Kathy Jo gave me because I had a whole container of these. So I think I ordered these off of Amazon. But she given me some similar to this. But anyway, I put baking on the little cutting board there. And then on the little stand mixer, I put pie. ... Because I like pie too. And here again, I'm just going with the outline. Again, just to give it that more cartoonish look, that whimsical look. I really like that. And this, it also brought a little nostalgia to the pieces. I don't know why, especially this one. Even though it's pink, white, and black, I just felt some kind of nostalgia in it. I don't know. The teacup, I'm just painting, as you can see, in black and white. And once I get everything painted, we're going to go ahead and start assembling everything, I think. I also use to make the handles is macrame rings. I just take them, paint them, cut them in half. I'm sorry I don't know the dimensions on them, but I just usually go with the size according to the teacup. But yeah, I'm sorry, because I've had them for so long and I don't remember the size. They're just all in one bucket together, hanging out happily. It's one big family. All right, so this is where I go ahead and cut it in half. And once I do that, I just sand it down to smooth it out so it can lay flush with the terracotta pot. And like I said, this is what takes it from a pot to our terracotta teacups. And I love it. And I just put a little of that Aleene's tacky glue on it and set it to the side. So that way, you know, it just holds in place once I put it on. And I'm going to, oh, what I did too, because I didn't have any more larger wood medallions to fit the top of this, I took some chipboard and I just cut out a circle, sanded that down, painted that in black, and that's what I used to close off the top part. Then I painted 2 eggs in white, as you can see there. And I'm just going in now with some of this Aleene's tacky glue and a little bit of hot glue. And we're going to place our mixer right on top of there. And then next, I decided that the cutting board needed something else. So I had this little miniature polka dot bow on there. And I decided to add that to it. Then I'm going to go ahead and add on the whisk. And I'm sorry, I always forget to flip, like hold it at an angle so you guys can see. But I'm just adding the whisk to the front of the mixer. Then we're going to put down these 2 eggs. These are some wooden eggs I had in my stash that I think they came from Dollar Tree once upon a time. I'm not sure. I had a little baggie of them, but they were in a little bitty bag. Now I didn't have pie, but I had this little miniature what is it, gingerbread cake. It didn't really look like a gingerbread cake, but I had it in my little miniature stuff, and so I decided to put that on there. And then I put the little cutting board in front, and then I went in and I forgot to do this part early on, but I just took the little saucer plate and painted that in black. And then I had this little button that Kathy just sent me. It had a little clock on it and some flowers, but it also reminded me of a cookie for some reason. So I decided to add that to the top of the mixer, and I just kind of wanted to put all little kind of, you know, little trinky stuff on there. And so once we do all that, we're going to go ahead and put this, add in some more of our long-term glue here. And we're going to, of course, do our short-term glue, which is a hot glue. That just helps to hold things in place while everything sets up. And that is it for this piece, guys. It really came out super, super cute. I really like it. I do. I think it's so cute. It just has all kind of little knick-knacky stuff on it. But here we are in the final reveal. And lovies, if you are still here riding with me, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me that you come back after each and every week to hang out with me. I truly, truly appreciate it. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. Just know that those comments, they are never ever required. They're just always desired, because I love to chat with you guys after each and every video. All right. And so once you hit that like button, don't forget to scroll over and hit the hype button. I do apologize here for the shadows. It was the light of day was changing. Sorry about that. And I'm sorry about the little glare in there as well. But hopefully you guys can see it. I do apologize. But yeah, let me know if you guys had a favorite of today. And would you recreate any of these? Put your spin on them. What I like to do also, for those joining me for the first time, is I do like to share a few of the terracotta teacups that we've created during this series. Now, this is not all of them. If you go back to some of my older videos, I always like to say around November to early December, you will see plenty more of what we created. And yeah, and if you have a favorite one of those, I want to know. We are still taking a running list, even though we're going to hit our 100. We're not completely going away with these. We're just going to take a little bit of a pause in between doing them. That is it. But if you have a favorite one of those, I want to hear about that too, lovies. And I hope you guys are doing something fun this weekend. I have to work. Not the whole weekend, but, you know, it's a blessing to have a job, right? Amen. It is a blessing to have a job. So I will not complain. But I hope you guys get to spend some time doing what you want to do and enjoying it, whether it's with friends, with family, or just a little peace and quiet to yourself, crafting, you know. I'll probably be crafting after I get off work. And I gotta say, I can't believe we are at number 99 already. Like, this has really been a fun journey. I cannot believe it that we are here doing this. But yeah. And don't forget, lovies, if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. What was I gonna and sharing. And once you hit that like button, hit the hype button. And if you want to support my channels and channel in other way, you can do that by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/craftaway with May. If not, I'm just happy to have you here with me. Until the next video, lovies, hugs and kisses, XOXO. Bye.